guys, welcome to another vloggy. You're tuning in with Coca-Cola, and today you'll be cooking with me. I wasn't sure, like I had an idea of what I wanted to cook, but I wasn't sure how to bring that vision to life. So I went to TikTok for inspo and I got a bunch of recipe ideas. So I hope you enjoy this vloggy, and if you do, please remember to like, and if you feel like commenting, please do comment. Any suggestions, please just but please do remember to subscribe there and hit the notification bell for whenever I upload. Anyways, let's get right into the vloggy.
I'm just missing my love. 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 I'm sitting here wondering why I gotta feel this pain deep inside and it's running wild. Missing my love. I wonder if I told you, would you understand? It made me feel like an exposed fool. Missing my love. This keeping this separate is like the death of me. Romeo and Juliet, literally, shit is stressing. Journey to your touch, is it worth all the exposure? But I'm thinking about my heart, getting colder, staring at the screen, nah, it ain't enough. Won't make it past the mile, but I'm down to call they bluff. Yeah, it's real, so you know I ain't playing. I never waste words, so what I say don't need explaining. So what we gon' do? Take down the storm in this fight, is it true? Done in love, turn wrong in the right, am I a fool? Don't answer, let me fall to your might. Let me fight for your affection, don't need to fear, cause I protect you.
There's nothing I won't do, only wanna get close enough to hold.
When your warm water is ready, you can start pouring little measurements of water into the dough or the mixture that is in the bowl. Then I want you guys to pay attention to the consistency of my dough. When your dough has reached my consistency, then you should stop adding water. If it happens that your dough is a bit runny than mine, then I would suggest adding small amounts of flour until you go back to my consistency. And you can again touch up with the ingredients such as sugar. I wouldn't recommend touching up with the yeast sachet. Sugar I would recommend, not salt also, because salt can just overpower everything. This is the consistency you need. Not too runny, but malleable. Also, it's very helpful to use oil, because oil makes it easier to work around the dough. The dough does not stick to your hands, and if it does stick, you can remove it easily. That's the whole point of the oil. When I'm satisfied with the consistency, I just put some oil for touch-ups and then close the container and put it outside and leave it for 45 minutes in order for the yeast to do its work. So I had leftover beans and I didn't know what to use them for, so I decided to use them for this recipe. So I usually wash my beans in order to take out any rotten beans or any stones, because you don't want to be eating and find yourself now like, no. Anyways, that is what we are doing. Currently we are cleaning our beans. I use the pressure cooker to cook my beans because it's time efficient. You can also use your stove, it takes a bit longer. I used a beef stock for my beans, and I put in raja, which is 1 tablespoon basically, and then I left that for 1 hour. I'm one of those people that when I cook, I need to ensure that the kitchen is clean. So this is me washing dishes and just tidying up the kitchen. After 45 minutes of waiting for the yeast to work inside the steam bread that we're trying to create, I usually use mugs and bowls. I don't use any plastics or any glass. I just use this type of dishes because they sort of can withstand the heat. Anyways, this is me applying oil, so I recommend that you apply oil so that it's easier to take out your steamed bread when it has fully cooked. Ensure that the oil touches everywhere, because you don't want to get parts of your steamed bread stuck on the dishes or the mugs. If you want to be sure that your steamed bread has fully cooked, you can put a butter knife inside of it, and if nothing comes out, if your butter knife is just clean, then you would know that your steamed bread has fully cooked. Before cutting the bread, you need to allow it to cool for a while, and then when it has cooled down, then that's when you can cut the bread and put it into containers or serve your steamed bread. Moving on to the next part of the recipe, this is where I am frying my T-bone steak. I only put salt in my T-bone steak because I don't feel like it's the type of meat where you have to complicate the flavors. I just feel like salt just does it. I saute my T-bone steak until it is a bit brown, then I'll put it aside. As you will see as the video progresses, is that with my onions and my peppers, I usually put them in, and I usually change the heat to medium or low heat so that my onion and pepper can cook, and then when I want to fry it, that's when I would turn up the heat, because I like my onions and my peppers to be a bit tender.
Wonder if I told you, would you understand? I made me feel like an exposed fool. Cause keeping it separate is like the death of me. Romeo and Juliet, literally, shit is stressing. Journey to your touch, is it worth all the exposure? But I'm thinking about my heart, getting colder, getting colder. Staring at the screen, nah, it ain't enough. Won't make it past the mile, but I'm down to call they bluff. Yeah, it's real.
When my onion is caramelized, I then go in with the tomato that I had blended earlier on. I usually mix the tomato with some sugar to avoid it being a bit sourish, and I'll just close the pot and allow it to simmer for a bit until that reddish color is gone. As you can see here, the color is different now. You can see that the tomato is cooked. The next step is to pour in the beans that I cooked separately into this mixture. I was going to discard the water from the beans, but I was like, no, that's gonna make actually great soup because you want something to dip in with the steamed bread. I let that cook for a minute, just so the flavors can come together. I don't want to use any soup sachet, but I ended up using the soup sachet because I wanted my stew to expand a bit since there were many of us at home. So this is me putting in the sachet. I was going to put hot water after this, and then I let it simmer for a while again.
Funny how quick everything switch up. Shut it so fast that you miss the main picture. Looking for your light and that determines your exposure. And if it all lines up, then you can catch the perfect moment. And I swear, everything I'm saying is the truth. And I swear, I always make a lane straight to you. I don't care about anything that don't pertain to me and you. Only thought that keeps me going is the next time I can hold you.
There's nothing I won't do.